This is our database technology project for SER 322. We were group 13, which consisted of Gavin, Curon, Matthew, and Thomas. We decided to use the scheduling application idea as a guide for this project, where a consulting company, which we named CA Consultancy, schedules resources for a given day and time period. As a group, we decided we wanted to have our website hosted, so we went ahead and used Amazon Web Services, also known as AWS. The reason behind this decision is we wanted to be able to take our URL and have the ability to test out our project on any computer. To get started, we present the user with a login page, where they can either log in if they have prior credentials, or they can sign up for an account using the Sign Up Now link. This moves us up to the next screen, where there are two types of accounts the user can sign up for on our website. The first one is if they are an internal employee of CA Consultancy, and the other option is if they are from an external company. The external company option is for a user that doesn't work for CA Consultancy, but wants the ability to book and use resources at our company. For now, we will sign up for an employee account. To keep it simple, we will be using the word testing for all of the options on the sign-up page. The user can change or update their personal information in their profile once they are logged in. Once everything is filled in, the user will click Submit to create their new account. This will lead the user back to the login screen, where they now have the ability to log in with their new username and password. Now that the user is logged in, we start them off on the home page. The goal of the home page is to give the user the ability to check out our full inventory and see if there's anything that catches their interest. By clicking the View Our Inventory button in the upper left region of the screen, you will be presented with 4 categories of products that we offer here at CA Consultancy, which are computers, microphones, projectors, as well as rooms. We will go ahead and jump right into the computer inventory to see the vast brands of computers you lead to expect here at CA Consultancy. We have Windows, Mac OS X, and even go as far as to offer our clients Debian Stretch. Now let's take a look at the microphones you can rent. We know that our clients only expect the top brands when they rent from us, so we are offering Shure, Audix, as well as Rode. When it comes to projectors that you can rent, we give our clients many different options as well. Last but not least, you will need a room to be able to stay productive and take use of those resources that were rented. This is why, at CA Consultancy, we want to make sure we offer our clients a multitude of different room choices, from our smaller but cozy Navajo room, all the way up to our theater halls. Now that you have seen our enormous inventory, let's see how easy we make it to rent and book these resources. Now let's go ahead and get to booking some of these resources that we offer. To get started, let's pick a time and date that we want to book a computer. Let's book it starting on the 27th and ending the next day on the 28th, and we will leave the time as is for now. After clicking on the Get Available Resource button in the upper left region, the user will be presented with all of the available resources for the given time period in the computer section. We will go ahead and go with the brand new iMac Pro. By clicking the Book button, we have now reserved and booked that computer for that day, and we can find our booking by clicking on our name in the upper right hand corner and clicking on My History, which we will be showing off a bit later. Now let's go ahead and book a microphone so we have a superb audio. We will choose the same dates as before and click the Book button so we can successfully rent the resource. One last resource needs to be booked before we get to booking our room we want to hold our meeting in. Let's go ahead and choose the Epson projector for the same date and go ahead and click Book. Now that we have all these resources reserved, we need to reserve a room to be able to use them in. Our meeting isn't going to be very large, so let's rent that cozy but spacious Navajo room. Let's go ahead and check out all the resources that we booked by going over to our name in the upper right-hand corner and clicking on My History. In the My History page, you can see the 4 different resources we booked for the 27th through the 28th. If the user accidentally booked a resource, they can always go ahead and delete it from this section. Let's go ahead and check out the Profile section to see where the user can update information for their profile. If the user would like to add their email address or phone number or have a profile picture, this is the place to get all that done. Let's go ahead and add a phone number. And then we'll go ahead and add an email. And then from there, go ahead and click on Update. Now when you go ahead and go out of the Profile section and jump back into the Profile section, all your information will still be presented. We have one more page that'll be a great resource to view reports on the resources that were previously booked. Let's jump over to the View Reports tab. From the View Reports page, you can see the total rentals of the resources that were booked. We give the type of resource and pinpoint it down to the actual detail. This page will be updated when a user books a resource, as well as when a user removes a booked resource from My History. Now that you have seen what we have to offer at CA Consultancy, we hope that we will be of value for your business. We will be including a README file with our project submission so anybody can run the code and the scripts to create the database on their local machine. Inside the README file, it explains a few different ways to be able to run this project on your local machine. We have the option to set up the app server and database locally using MAMP. MAMP is a free software that is easy to use and can be downloaded from the internet. The other option, which is also a free software, is through Docker. Docker can make the process very easy because with the Docker, the database points to the AWS server with MySQL. To get the credentials for this, you will need to get them from the config.php file. The last option is of course if you want to use the URL and go straight to the website to be able to test it from there. We hope you have enjoyed our database technology project as we did in creating the project.